Alright, let's start with this review. Let's get this guy to stand up real quick. Oh, yeah, okay. I can get this guy to stand. Give me a second.
Ten years later.
Alright. Think I can get this guy to stand down. Oh, come. Alright. I just got this guy to stand. This is the Playmates Jet Jaguar. This guy was released alongside Burning Godzilla with the new wave, well, kind of new wave from Playmates. And I have a bunch to say about this guy. So, let's get started on the review. Alright, detail wise, this guy is pretty much standard. He has good detail leading across the leg towards the back. The sculpt on his face, while it kind of looks kind of weird, it still resembles Jet Jaguar, and that's a big plus for Playmates there. And the back is actually really good. I like how much the tiny details that they put on this, like Bandai. So far the detail is really great, but there is one very massive issue I have with this guy, and I'll show you right now. As you can see, he can't stand. Look, that's like my biggest issue I have with this figure. It's the way that they sculpted him that just make him unbalanced, and that's what my biggest gripe with Playmates is. They're getting better with their sculpts, but the only problem with their sculpts is that they're in a pre-made pose, and because of that, figures like Jet Jaguar can't stand properly or look weird when you put them in a normal pose. Well, some of you could just say, hey man, it's just a kid's toy, chill out. But yeah, even if it is still a kid's toy, if I was a kid, if I had my figure like what Playmates showed us, I would complain about that too. I'd be annoyed about it. Well, technically I am still a kid, but you all can see where you can technically see my point of view, right? Right? Alright, let's just go into articulation. The articulation on this figure is not bad. He can spin his head around. He could move both of his arms, but specifically this one, it is kind of tight, so you just gotta push it a little bit, but yeah, pretty good. And surprisingly, he even has a swivel across him, but nothing around the legs, unfortunately. So articulation is actually pretty good. So let's move on to scale, price, and comparison. On the left is the Playmates Jet Jaguar, right next to the Bandai Movie Monster Series 2021 Jet Jaguar. Here he is right next to your Movie Monster Series Megalon. Here he is right next to the Godzilla 1968 from Bandai America. Here he is besides the Movie Monster Series 2017 Showa Gigan. And last but not least, here he is right next to the Mechagodzilla 1974 by Bandai America. On the left, the Playmates Jet Jaguar is probably going to cost you around 10 to 12 bucks if you can find it. He's also $15 on Amazon, so yeah. And on the right is the Movie Monster Series Jet Jaguar, and he cost around $25 to $30. And from my point of view, I'd rather just spend the extra 15 to 20 bucks just to get the better figure. You see, the movie monster series Jet Jaguar was able to sit or stand well without falling down. I think it looks more movie accurate, and the paint just sits better on the movie monster series one. I don't hate the Playmates one, but just comparing other Jet Jaguars, it's just not a competition. If this Playmates Jet Jaguar stood normally like the Bandai one and changed the paint a bit to make it like not washed out, I think it could rival the movie monster series one. So yeah, if I were to pick one of the two, not a competition, it's going straight to the movie monster series one. So overall, I'll give the Playmates Jet Jaguar 2021 release an unfortunate 2.5 stars. Look, don't get mad at me. I like the figure for its articulation and detail. But the things that draw this figure down a lot is the fact that it can't stand. There's some sculpting issues with the feet and legs causing it to fall, and the washed out paint, which just looks a bit off for me. Look, for 10 and 15 bucks, just what Steven Toy Review said, just buy yourself some Taco Bell, to be honest. Save the $10 to $15. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, subscribe if you want to, and tell me in the comments, what do you think of the Playmates Jet Jaguar? I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.